played in Canada and in the United States and overseas. Is this Thanksgiving, or how do you treat this weekend?
Yeah, it is. It's an opportunity to kind of get together as a group and be thankful for what we have. Obviously, the real Thanksgiving for me is American Thanksgiving, but I'm lucky enough to get two.
So what did you do when you played in Europe? Would you try to celebrate a Thanksgiving at some time?
Yeah, we would. I was usually with a group of Canadian imports, so we'd celebrate around Canadian Thanksgiving time, and somebody would get together in their house and roast a turkey for everyone, and everyone would get together and kind of be together, which is nice.
So our colleague Jack Michaels says Canada needs to go to the 4-day weekend for Thanksgiving, or have you given that any thought?
Yeah, I like how the U.S. does it for timing-wise on Thursdays. I don't know about the 4-day weekend. That seems like a lot, but that's above my pay grade.
Right. Okay, in terms of the hockey stuff, and I know, there will be a little bit of a family stuff today. What's the value of having a day like today with the guys and all the wives and kids too?
Yeah, it's special, especially after coming off a long, hard training camp. You kind of get together as a group. You bring the people in that mean the most to you and have done a lot to get you where you are now. And it's just nice to get to know everyone a little bit more and hang out and be with each other.
Derek, a lot has been made about you guys wanting to be a better defensive club this year. Because what does that really entail for you guys? And so you're able to win those 3-2 games in the playoffs.
Well, I think that means giving up less scoring chances, giving up less grade A chances, and giving up less goals.
Can you be a better defensive club and not give up or not take away from your offensive here?
Well, I think that's the goal. I think it's definitely possible. I don't think we're worried about scoring goals here in this dressing room. We score plenty of goals, so I think if we take a little bit of focus off that and divert it to the defensive end of things, I don't think that's a miss.
Yeah. And have you seen it kind of come to fruition so far in the preseason? Are you like the way it's going?
I think so. It's hard to say. It's preseason. Once the real bullets start to fly here in the regular season, as the season moves on, we'll see a little more. But I think we've liked what we've seen in terms of what we're giving up and comparing to last year.
Derek, on the topic of being thankful and gratitude, how thankful are you to begin another NHL season on Wednesday, given the process that you've had?
Yeah, very thankful. You're right. It's a good point. I have a great perspective on my journey that's brought me to be where I am now, and just thankful for every day. It's a special thing. We get to live special lives and have pretty awesome jobs. So a lot to be thankful for.
And also an opportunity for you guys to maybe start a new chapter and for the Edmonton Oilers organization. We know you guys are in win now mode, and it hurt a lot last year losing in the second round. Are you looking forward to applying the learnings beginning on Wednesday?
Yeah, I think that's what every team's saying this time of year, unfortunately, but I think that we are trying to put those words into action. And I think you've seen that from the captain skates that everyone was talking about before training camp, the things that we've been working on in training camp, and now as we start the regular season, it's an opportunity for us to put those words into action. And I think that's what we're most excited about. We can stop talking about it and actually do it.
Through camp and preseason, what have you seen from Lane Peterson in the bottom six?
Yeah, he's a good player. Obviously has lots of skill, poised with the puck. I think some of us in the bottom six are trying to kind of groom him a little bit to what it takes to be in the bottom six in the NHL regularly. There's certain plays you can make and certain plays you can't make, especially at certain times in the game. He has the high-end skill to make those plays, but sometimes it's the decision whether it's time or not. And so that's a learning process for him, but I think he's fun to watch. He has a lot of poise with the puck.
How does that line of communication work? Do you kind of pull him aside after a game or after practice or on the bench during a shift? What does that kind of look like to you?
I think in the moment, I've played with him a few times in the preseason, and you just say, hey, you're trying to make this play, and we live in the age of technology. There's iPads on the bench, and you can watch shifts the next day or whatever it is, and you can talk about certain plays. And as the season gets going here, it's our job in the bottom six to not turn those pucks over, to make the safe play. And obviously you don't want to take the stick out of a guy's hand, anyone in the bottom six or anyone on the team, but that's just the kind of role that I've kind of had to carve out for my career and seemed to have worked out for me.
Jay, obviously you're going to have 12 forwards here just because of the salary cap, the way things have worked out. And it seems like Jay said he's going to play some 11-7 again this year. Just as your role in this team, how does that kind of affect you, and what's the big difference between 11-7 and 12-6, and is it a big difference in mindset, I guess, when you're playing?
I don't think so. 11-7, you're obviously going to get a chance to play with one of the big dogs more often than not, which is nice. You don't want to tire them out too much. It's a fine line you have to walk there, but I don't know. We've done it a lot over the last year and a half since Jay's come on board, so it's just another card that we have in our hand, and whether he chooses to play it or not is one thing, but us as players we're just here to play, and that's what I'm doing too. You show up and the lineup's on the board, and you make the best of it, and I think that's what everyone's trying to do.